Welcome back to Your Show Jumping Coach. I'm Rachel. Quick reminder, this episode is a short, high-leverage toolkit for busy adult amateurs. Today's idea, spend 20 to 30 minutes auditing your tack, not your ego. I want you to imagine a nervous round that suddenly flows because one stirrup tweak gave the rider more balance. That's our listener vignette. Small gear fixes can free your body so your training sticks.
And I'm Hans. Technical hat on. We'll make every step measurable. Film the before, make one change at a time, and test at polls. No guessing. That way you know what helped and you stay safe.
First up, a 30-second safety micro-check, so anyone new to this knows how to stay safe. Grab a helmet, a helper, or calm schoolmaster if you can, a tripod or phone, and keep the work in a familiar school. If your horse is spooky or in pain, stop and call a pro. We'll flag those red signs later.
Why do a tack audit instead of another drill? Because random drills treat symptoms. A poorly fitted saddle, wrong stirrup length, or pinching girth actively prevents improvements. The rule to follow: one change at a time, 90 seconds to test that change mounted at walk and trot, film it, then revert if you see problems.
That 90-second one-change sprint is golden. Here's the protocol. Film a short mounted clip before you change anything. Walk, trot, 2 or 3 poles at trot if you usually ride poles. Then make only one adjustment. Ride the same short test for 90 seconds, film again. Compare. If the horse pins ears, shows discomfort, or moves oddly, stop and revert.
Okay, step 1. Stirrup length and iron type. Mounted checks first. When you stand in the stirrup, your knee should be soft, heel slightly lower than toe, and the stirrup should hit the ball of your foot, not the arch. Too long and you collapse, too short and you lock your hip. Try a low pole security test. Trot 2 poles about 2.5 meters apart. Feel for steadiness. Film trot work with current length, then drop or raise one hole and repeat the 90-second sprint.
Quick tip. If you swap iron type, keep the same length measurement. Different iron shapes change how your foot sits. If your foot keeps slipping forward, check your tread and the shank angle. Don't change length and iron at the same time. One change at a time, remember?
Step 2. Saddle level and panel pressure. From the ground, do a simple palpation. Run your hands along each panel behind the girth area after a short ride. Look for even sweat marks and symmetrical panel contact. Mounted, do a walk-canter short test over a couple of shallow poles. If the saddle tilts forward or back, or you see asymmetric sweat lines, that's a red flag for a fitter. If the saddle just needs a small pad adjustment, document and film the before-after.
I'll add a breathing check for riders. Breathe and feel your core when you post and when you sit. A balanced saddle helps you keep an even breath pattern. If one change instantly lets you breathe deeper and soften, that's a good sign your position improved, but still film it and repeat to be sure.
Step 3. Girth fit and girthing technique. A girth should be snug but not pinching. After you girth up, watch the horse move off. Any short, guarded steps are a warning. Use a breathing check. Tighten, let your horse take a breath, then recheck. For the audit, tighten to usual, walk a few steps, then film a short trot. If you change girth style, from wool to neoprene for example, only change that one thing and run the 90-second test.
And girth technique. Girth fingers. When you tighten, don't crank and run. Tighten steadily. Allow 2 breaths, then retighten. That small pause stops over-tightening and lets you spot discomfort early.
Step 4. Bit and rein setup. On the ground, check the bit sits steady in the mouth. One small wrinkle at each corner is fine, but the bit shouldn't pull the corners down. Mounted, Ride from the shoulder and test contact clarity with a walk-canter pole drill. Feel whether the contact is consistent through the pole approach and across the pole. Film both before and after any change. If you switch bit type, allow time for the horse to accept it, but keep fences low or poles only until clarity is proven.
Combined hardware check. Boots, stirrup tread, and saddle pad choices. These are often small wins. A worn tread or a slipping boot can make you chop at the horse. For the audit, make minor updates one at a time and fold them into the integration test rather than changing everything at once.
Integration test, the low pole mini course. Set a short course of trot poles and a shallow raised pole at canter height minimal. Ride the same pattern before any changes, film it, then implement only the single change you want to test and repeat. Keep everything at pole height until the change shows consistent improvement across 3 repeats. That prevents rushing back to fences too soon.
Now we'll illustrate why this works. We have a short before-after audio demo. The before audio is a nervous, balanced rider chopping at contact and bracing. The after clip, same rider after 1 stirrup length change, sounds calmer and more consistent. Listen for steadier breath, clearer footsteps over the poles, and fewer sharp words of correction.
I'll sum up a certified saddle fitter soundbite we recorded. A fitter said that anything that causes asymmetric pressure, panel bridging, or consistent dry spots should be seen by a professional. Minor pad tweaks and small girth swaps are DIY friendly for a quick audit. But if the horse shows localized pain, persistent lumps, or the saddle sits off the spine, stop and book a fitter. Take clear photos, saddle in place, sweaty pattern, and the horse standing square. Those images speed diagnosis.
Important red flags. Stop immediately and call a pro if you see pinned ears, tail swishing, sudden changes in gait, asymmetric sweat patterns, girth galls, or if your horse suddenly resists canter leads. Document everything with short video clips and photos before you change anything. That record protects your horse and helps your fitter, farrier, or vet.
A final practical checklist recap. 1. Film before. 2. Pick 1 change. 3. Run a 90-second mounted test at walk, trot, and poles. 4. Film after. 5. Repeat 3 times before you progress. 6. Stop and call a pro on any red flag. That's your 20-30-minute audit in a nutshell.
We made a downloadable 1-page checklist, a photo guide, and a 3-shot filming template before, during the change, and after to help you do this safely and save time on your next saddle fitter call. Head over to the show website to grab those. And remember, do this audit to free your body so you can actually enjoy riding. Have fun while you improve.
Quick sign-off note. Keep all ridden verification at poles or very low obstacles until you have repeatable consistency. This keeps risk low and results reliable.
Thanks for listening. Visit our site to download the checklist and the 3-shot template. Take your camera, take 3 short clips, and if anything feels off, stop and consult your fitter or vet. Enjoy your ride.